Quick MSTR update, guys. All right, these are daily bars. I believe that we are in this channel of expansion, something like this, okay? Now, in this channel, based on where we currently are, we are at like we're still below the 25% line. When I say 25%, that means like where we currently are in that bar versus this whole channel's height. We're at like, the between 20 and 25%. So I would consider that a really good place to buy. Now, also, I would say that we are in some sort of a accumulation zone. Try to draw this line straight. We're in a little bit of a accumulation pattern here. And what I'm going to do is change the color of this so it's a little bit easier to see. And I want to also show you what the accumulation pattern looks like. So let's put this on the screen here. Okay, you guys see this? Look at the accumulation pattern and compare it to where we are in this pattern. So you could argue that we're either at the secondary test phase B that just happened 3 days ago, or you could argue that we're in the spring. If I actually raise this up just a little bit, it might look a little bit better. So you could say that the selling climax was this bar. You could say that the secondary test was this bar, that the secondary test phase B was the bar 2 days later right there. And then the spring is right here. Okay. Now in this chart that I screenshotted, it's 4-hour candles. I mean, so I could actually switch this to 4 hours and it would look a lot like this chart. Okay. Like the trend spider chart. So if we just follow this chart to continue to follow it, we might even see more strength, maybe even get out of it, push back into this last point of supply, which is around the 50% level, which is around 395, 396, and then rocket ship. Okay. That is on the table. But as you can see, again, if you do believe that we're following this chart, which so far we're following the accumulation pattern, buying ahead of the last point of supply, which is around the 50% point of that channel, again, that would be buying at 395. Okay. So all I'm really saying is if you're buying under 395, to me, it makes logical sense. Now, in terms of timing your buys below 395, I did just want to mention, if we go over to Bitcoin real quick, and switch this over to a different Bitcoin chart. What I just wanted to show you is, do you see this red channel here? Maybe I'll make it white just to match it up with the other chart. Okay. This channel that we're in, the white channel here, is a bull flag. As I record this, we're right up against the resistance overhead. Granted, you could also argue that it could be raised to the top of those bars and then we're not against resistance. Either way, it typically, in my opinion, like if you are actively trading or you're at your desk most of the day and you're paying attention to this stuff, it's probably more beneficial to expect this to reject and maybe retrace to the 21 EMA, which would be back down here. Let's just say that these are daily bars. So tomorrow, the 21 EMA would probably be at about 106,000. Okay. That would not be like a bad thing. That would not be like oh no, we got faked out. Like if it retraces to the 21 EMA on the daily, that's not bad at all. It's probably a really good chance to load up on. It doesn't, by the way, this is Bitcoin now. So it's not like MicroStrategy has to pull back just because Bitcoin did. We know that they can decouple. And if you looked at the ratio, MSTR to Bitcoin ratio, there's a lot of reason to believe that MSTR is going to start outperforming if it hasn't already. Today it looks like it has, but it has been correlated to Bitcoin too. So all I'm saying is where it is currently at resistance, I'm a very strong believer that you typically do want to wait and either buy above. So you're buying a fraction of a percent higher or even 1% higher. Or what's most likely, wait and buy a little bit lower. It doesn't have to be at the 21 EMA, but like we call it resistance for a reason. So just wanted to give an update to you guys. Like we're looking really good here though. Everything we expected, MSTR respecting the parabolas. I'm going to do a post later today. I'm honestly going to go to the community. I'm going to replace the, let me pull this open real quick. I'm probably going to replace this start here with something more useful. It's great to get to know you guys, but we can always do that on like the live streams or whatever, or just make and make any post you want in the discussion. Like we got Muhammad doing this post right here, he's doing some interesting posts and stuff, and that's always invited. That's a great way to get to know each other. But like I might replace the pinned post with a checklist that I will actively update that just says, have we broken out? And I'll put the criteria that defines a breakout. And because I've got like a list of things basically that I look for that define a breakout. And at some point, everything will be green. Currently, a lot of things are green, but not everything, right? And the most important thing is not green too. We haven't reached the breakout level. I actually did post the breakout levels right here. There's a screenshot here, but also this is in the classroom. If you guys didn't know, up here is the navigation classroom tab. you can open up this Google Doc and you can see the breakout levels for both Bitcoin and MSTR. So this is June 25. So our current breakout price is above $410.50. We are, we're 20 points away, right? Actually, my math is bad. We are 25. Well, it depends where my MSTR is. We're about 25 points away. So just for perspective, right? The breakouts, I have no problem waiting to buy after the breakout starts personally, but also that's a huge opportunity to go long with like leverage or options, or not saying anybody should. I'm just saying you could. And yeah, anyways, guys, just want to do a quick update. If you guys enjoyed this video and want daily updates like this that you think might help you become a better trader, check out my MSTR Generational Wealth group linked at the top of the description. Again, I'm giving trade alerts, doing updated charts. We have a classroom that can help you become a better trader and share additional resources to help educate you about Bitcoin and crypto in general and MicroStrategy. We have live streams every weekend in case you wanted to join and meet other like-minded investors. So check that out. It's all linked below.